Hey Falcon Nation, sitting in Falcon Football Media Day, joining us now, the one and only Coach Legend, Mark Duda. Coach, I know you're busy today, but thanks. We're going to give us like 5 minutes. Is that good?
Absolutely, Mike. Anything for you.
Of course. You always start off our interviews anything for me. I'm gonna wait to that day where it's anything for me. But let's talk a little bit about our upcoming season. So last year when we talked all season, which was very short, just getting a game or two was a success for you guys. How has that changed now that we're in 2021?
Well, I think our mindset's completely different. Now we realize the game's going to go on, and we have a schedule that runs all the way through November. I think kids are more secure now about that.
Right.
I think that they're not worried about being taken away from them. I think it's making us better. Our preparation's been better, probably twice as long. So I think it's made for those guys to be more ready.
Good. And then talk about some guys, right? So, we haven't really seen Falcon football since 2019, right? So who are some returners? Some guys are back for that third extra year that they get. We got some freshmen coming in. Who in your eyes, really stands out?
I think the older guys, of course, always do, because we experienced some playing time with those guys even in the national championship year. So Palmer, for instance, our return guy, that was just this great football player, super quickness. He ran a punt back the other day. I think he made 7 people miss. On Thursday. Really outstanding. So those kind of guys are back, which makes us feel pretty good. Then we have Dallas, of course, and those guys on the defensive line who are also back. So they kind of add stability to the program, and maybe just let the young players know what to do.
Right. And we always say how good that the defense plays. Does you think that the defense being so good and having all those linebackers and safeties that have gone on to Power 5 school, is that going to help the offense, you think, even more this year with having some time without actually playing in 2 years? The fact that they're going up against that defense.
I think so. I think we're so fast defensively. I think that they get used to the speed. So when they do go against somebody who's a pretty good football team, they're ready for that. There's not really we have it turned all the way up, and our kids on defense can really run.
Right. And now let's just dig into that schedule just a little bit, right? So you kick off the season against Iowa Central, so you're meeting them about almost halfway, right? So you're going to hop on a bus next week and play them next Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to Indiana. We've never played Indiana before. We're going to meet Iowa Central. They're going to come up, and we're going to come, I guess, across. So we're going to play them. We're looking forward to it. They're a really good football program for years and years and years. We get a super hard test early. The trip's going to be a long one, but the payday is to get out there on a Sunday afternoon. It's going to be a Sunday,
right? And
get to play. It's going to be fantastic,
right? And I think that's great that you guys are scheduling them early, because if you go back to the national championship runner-up season, first game of the year, you traveled out to Utah to play snow, upset them on their home field, and now opening day, you could take it easy, take a late one, but no, you're going out there facing an Iowa team who has consecutive, I think, bowl victories.
Yeah,
the last couple
I think
years.
we need to play against the best possible people we can in order to be judged well. I don't think we can just stay regional and expect a national spotlight on us.
Yep.
So for us to travel within reason is good, and playing great football teams only makes us better. I mean, we always thought that if you played the best people, your kids got to go to the best places from a recruitment standpoint after. That's what we're going to do.
And you mentioned the defensive line, but we always kind of know that, games are kind of won up front, right, with the offensive line, and we have been throwing out and tossing out, offensive linemen all across the country, to Division I schools and stuff. How is that offensive line, looking this year compared to a couple other?
They're really good again. They're a little bit older, which is fantastic. JB Nelson and Reiser, all those guys are older players. Yep. So we don't have any freshmen playing on the offensive line, starting on the offensive line, which I think is a big deal. So that experience is going to help us. And once again, like I said, with age, they become stronger. You know that.
Yep.
So they're just bigger, stronger people now.
Yep. How did you handle camp this year? So you didn't have camp last year. You were able to shave every week during the month of August last year. You're cleanly shaven now. Camp is over. How did you hold up during camp? What was different from this camp?
It was a little more difficult, I think, than usual. One, because we didn't do it last year, and I think two, because I think we stretched those days. We practice in the evening, as people know. We practice 8 o'clock at night. And so our first lifting group was 8:45 in the morning, as you're well aware. Yep. So it's about let's just be conservative, say a 15-hour day, and it's 7 days a week. So it will grind you down a little bit after 30 of those. But the kids' enthusiasm creates enthusiasm for me. So the more enthusiastic they are, the more I am.
Good. And then you did get a chance to scrimmage twice, right? So is there anything you've seen in those scrimmages? I know you got everyone, got them on the field. Everyone got some snaps and stuff. Like anyone said, maybe he wasn't at this spot in the depth chart, and he really shined in those scrimmages.
Some guys moved up because of it, and some guys moved down because of it. But I think the experience is just enormous. The speed of it's enormous. So getting guys on and off the field, special teams wise, all those things, that mechanism is really important. important. And you don't want to do that on your first game. So last week, we did that last Thursday, and we actually went like speed of the game, completely speed of the game. That really helps our players.
Yeah, good. And then we talked about the offense and defense. So, and you mentioned special teams a little bit. So we have special team guys back for their extra year for their third year, right? So we got Cam, you know, with the kickoffs and his place kicking. You know, Luke Payne back at punter, and then don't forget highly recruited, John Stretch as the long snapper, probably the best one in coming out of high school.
Yeah, he's probably the best one in Pennsylvania, maybe on the East Coast. John's one of the best long snappers I've ever seen at the college level, and he's an 18-year-old guy. It's great having them back. The security we have when we know that Luke's going to punt the football and place it where he's supposed to, and Cam's going to hit field goals. Cam put 4 kickoffs in the end zone. Consecutively.
And I'm not going to take credit for that, even though Cam has done some extra time in the summer with me. We worked on some different things and stuff too. But I'm not going to take credit for that.
He's absolutely
stronger.
He's absolutely stronger. So the ball's carrying like 8 yards more than it did a year ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's huge for us. It starts people 80 yards away. It's just fantastic. So we have those guys, and we rely on them, and we trust them.
Yeah.
And so that's a huge part of it for us.
And Cam was very excited after your scrimmage Thursday. He made sure the first thing he told me was not about his kickoffs or any of his kicks that he made, but he had a tackle. Yeah,
he made a tackle on a kickoff. We held our collective breath.
Yeah.
We were hoping that...
We've been training him for that, though. Don't worry.
We were thinking, run out of bounds, Cam. But Cam he tackled him. Awesome. We're okay with that. Listen,
we're all very excited, to see you guys out on the field, especially our home games here at Scranton Memorial Stadium, which is going to be, not until October. But we're excited for the season, getting college football back in the Scranton area. It's been long overdue. 2 years is way too long. So we wish you the best of luck. Have a great year, and I know that we'll be putting W's up on the board.
Well, we'd like to thank everybody, for being involved with this and doing these things. I think it's becoming more and more big time every single year. When I look around and I see media days, actually media day, things are moving in the right direction. So we're pleased with that.
Good, awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Best of luck. I'll see you in the weight room tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
Yep. That's it with the legend, Coach Mark Duda. Football Media Day 2021. Take flight.